Everyone thinks WeWork collapsed because people stopped going to the office. That explanation is neat, it's comforting, but it's wrong. WeWork didn't fail because offices became irrelevant. It failed because the company stopped being a business. And that distinction matters. Here's where it gets strange. The man running WeWork didn't sound like a CEO. Adam Neumann didn't talk about margins, cash flow, or risk. He spoke like a spiritual leader. Meetings felt less like boardrooms and more like yoga retreats. Barefoot on stage, long pauses, eyes closed. He talked about energy, about alignment, about community, not revenue, not margins. This wasn't branding, this was belief. And belief is powerful, especially when money is searching for the next big idea. Strip it all away, and WeWork's business was painfully simple. The company signed long-term leases on office buildings, often 15 or 20 years at a time. Then it rented desks month to month to startups that could leave whenever they wanted. If the economy slowed, if startups failed, if trends shifted, WeWork still owed rent. Every month, every building, every city. The risk was baked in. And here's the part most people miss. Growth didn't fix the problem, it made it worse. The bigger WeWork got, the more long-term obligations it locked in. More leases, more buildings, more downside. But inside the company, losses weren't called losses. They were called growth. Anyone who questioned the numbers was told they didn't understand the vision. Then SoftBank arrived, with billions of dollars. And when that kind of money enters the room, discipline disappears. The math stopped mattering. Losses became proof of ambition. Risk became proof of courage. By 2019, WeWork was valued at $47 billion. Not because it made money, but because people believed it would, someday. And while the company burned cash, Adam Neumann didn't. He personally owned buildings that he leased back to WeWork. He took loans from the company, paid himself millions, and cashed out long before the business ever worked. Employees were told to believe, investors were told to trust, and no one wanted to be the person who said, "This doesn't make sense." Then the IPO paperwork came out. For the first time, the numbers were public. The losses, the conflicts of interest, the lack of control. And almost overnight, the illusion collapsed. The valuation fell. The IPO was pulled. Adam was forced out. And this all happened before COVID. COVID didn't break WeWork. It just removed the last excuse. WeWork wasn't a tech company. It wasn't a real estate revolution. It was a real estate business wrapped in spirituality, storytelling, and confidence. And that's the real lesson. This story isn't about offices. It's about belief. About what happens when charisma replaces discipline, when storytelling beats scrutiny, when questioning the vision becomes unacceptable. Because when belief gets rewarded more than reality, someone always gets very rich, right before the collapse. And here's the part that should make you uncomfortable. This playbook didn't end with WeWork. It showed up again, with different language, a different founder, and even bigger checks. That story comes next. Class dismissed. If you want the real lessons, subscribe.